Did you miss this week's City Council meeting? If so, no worries, because I've got you covered. My name is Corissa Spence, and here are your City Council highlights from the meeting that took place on Monday, July 27th of 2015. City Council met in committees. First on the agenda was City and Safety Services. Councilmember Patterson started the evening off with a discussion on the future outdoor pool design and engineering. Former Mayor Rick Abel is chair of the Arts, Parks, and Recreation Board. He spoke with council about financing of the pool, along with other activities being funded through the recent levy approved by voters. When citizens were given the opportunity to speak, most gave their opinions on what they believe would be best for the community as a whole. Many of the citizens mentioned that they thought things were moving too quickly, and that it was their understanding that an indoor pool was to be a part of the levy that was already passed, not only the reconstruction of the existing pool. They would also like a facility that could be open year-long. Discussion of this topic will continue when City Council returns in September. Still within City and Safety Services Committee, the Armory's need for water stabilization repair was discussed. This would include reappointing of the brick and sealant in order to ensure the building's structural integrity. An emergency ordinance is needed for the repairs to get underway before the fall and winter months. The Joint Police Advisory Council will be holding its second annual barbecue, scheduled for September 30th from 5 to 9 p.m., with portions of Court Street and Park Place to be closed for the event. The event is a joint effort between the city and Ohio University that helps to build relationships between citizens, students, and our law enforcement officers. Under miscellaneous, Mayor Weil alerted Council of the need for future discussions about the Northeast Ohio Energy Council and gas aggregation for Athens County. Moving into finance and personnel, the city's public defender's agreement was briefly discussed. Lastly, in a special session, one ordinance for third reading was discussed. Ordinance 6915, an ordinance authorizing the Safety Services Director to submit an application to the Local Government Innovative Program for a grant to fund a feasibility study for a joint facility to house Athens City and Ohio University Safety Services, was adopted. For those ordinances given second readings, Ordinance 7415 and Ordinance 7815, no comments were made. Looking at ordinances for first reading, Ordinance 7915, discussed earlier in committee, was presented for the water stabilization repairs to the Armory. Ordinance 8015 authorizes the street closures that will be needed for the barbecue, sponsored by the Joint Police Advisory Council, which again will be on Wednesday, September 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. on portions of Court Street and Park Place. Ordinance 8115 authorizes extending the agreement with the Board of the Athens County's Commissioners for the purpose of obtaining the services of the Public Defender's Office through December 31st of 2015. Lastly, there is a resolution for third reading 0115, accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levels and certifying them to the County Auditor, which was approved. With no other business to address, City Council adjourned at approximately 9 p.m. This has been Corissa Spence with your City Council highlights from the meeting that took place on Monday, June 27th of 2015.